Hello everyone, Treecks here, and welcome to The Legend of Zelda Oracle of Seasons. This is going to be part 6. It is also going to be a linked game, by the way. We've already completed Oracle of Ages, and now we are actually doing a second quest adventure in the Oracle of Seasons. Last time we were able to get ourselves to the entrance of the next dungeon, here in Spool Swamp, which is actually the west part of the Holodrum overworld. However, we also came to the conclusion we are not able to actually get to it yet. The place is completely flooded, and even draining the water is not going to help us. We've already had the advice to return to the mysterious land of Subrosia. We're also going to try to farm for our heart piece, so we're going to place gaseous seeds wherever we can. Here is another hidden soft soil location. Oh, and there's also a business crop here. Let's see what he has to say. South of the floodgates is a strange vortex. It seems to be linked to another world. I offered my wisdom, so buy something. Oh, this guy actually sells the shield for the first time. Well, since we're not able to actually buy one in the shop in this game, I think this is a perfect opportunity to actually get our first shield. Awesome. Level 1 wooden shield. Barely emitted in the video, and we've already got ourselves our first item. But anyway, let's go do what we actually wanted to do over here. Open the floodgates, so the water can actually escape. Lowering the water level in such a way that we're able to actually walk over it. No swimming required anymore. However, that is still not going to help us. Because if we actually try to go towards the dungeon entrance, we will find out it is actually on a higher area, and we're only going to be able to access it whenever vines are growing, which is not happening in autumn. So we actually use the same drained water to go south and try to find a way back to Subrosia. Of course, we can still go here for the stump. Making it winter is perhaps not a very bad idea, but now that we're here, we are able to actually see this way we are still not able to enter the dungeon. We need a way to actually climb up that wall. Not going to happen in autumn. Also not going to happen in winter. But we can use winter to actually freeze the water, and therefore being able to actually make this part through the swamp a bit easier. At least we're not bothered by tektites now, so easier to actually get past here. Octoroks, apparently those are able to actually survive the cold. Oh, but it looks like not everything is frozen. How are we supposed to get past here? Well, like this. Oei, I found something weird. If we catch it and sell it, we'll be rich. And the great Moblin will be very pleased. Well, it looks like we have found Dimitri in this game. And just like in Oracle of Ages, it looks like he's being bullied yet again. Let's see if we can do anything about that. Boei, let it go. Then you can pay us for it. 50 rupees. Oh man, that's pretty steep. Well, these guys were actually trying to make a profit from Dimitri. You're smart, but 50 rupees is too cheap. Give me 30 more. Oh, you're those kind of bargainers, aren't you? But okay, I've got plenty. Boei, smart kid. Thanks. Boei, we're rich. Boei, very pleasing. I wonder what they're going to spend their 80 rupees on. What does a moblin buy? Well, Treecks, I've been trying to find you. We're friends. You help me. I help you too. If you need me, play this flute. If I hear it, I'll come. And we get Dimitri's flute. Because of actually having Dimitri as an animal partner back in Oracle of Ages, we will also receive the flute in this game. Get on my back. I jump when you press the A button. And I swim like a fish, even up waterfalls. You can also carry me using the power bracelet. Well, right after finding Ricky in this game, we also find Dimitri for the first time. But unlike Ricky, we are actually going to receive his calling item immediately. He's of course our set animal buddy from the other game, and therefore he's automatically also going to be whenever you do a linked game, and that's actually how it works. If you chose Ricky or Moosh as your animal buddy, they are actually going to be your set animal buddy in this game as well. But of course the other two will still appear for the required sessions. You can carry and throw me when you use the power bracelet. Want to try? Looks like I have to try, because the game actually flings me off you. But indeed, we can actually carry Dimitri, even throw him into a pit. Hey, get away from me. This is Dimitri's pit. What are you doing in there? Right, before returning to Dimitri, we're first going to check out this cave over here. Pretty obvious there's something here. Boom. A chest. Normally this is going to be for a key item in the game. However, for me it is going to be in a different location. For me, this chest is going to contain 100 rupees. In the linked game, this is rupee chest. Just remember, whenever playing a normal game, this is not going to be a rupee chest. I'm not going to say what is going to be in it, because we actually did not find that item yet, so... I will actually talk about that the moment we do find what is supposed to be in this chest in the regular game. For now, I will keep it mysterious. This is the first required chest in the regular game. But for some reason, in the linked game, they actually changed the location of that item. Just saying, just saying. Oh! I hate these things, by the way. They're super annoying to deal with. Oh yeah, Dimitri is not able to actually eat snow. Get away from me. These things are going to be the death of me. Alright, coast is clear, Dimitri. Let's go. Still not there yet, by the looks of it. I think there's going to be something of interest under this rock. Soft soil. Predictable. However, I'm out of gacha seeds and therefore not going to be able to plant anything in here. Hey, look what we have here. Vortex. People did actually talk about that. A strange, mysterious vortex in the south of Spool Swamp. And we know what these vortexes can actually do. These are our portals to Subrosia. Time for our second trip. We actually end up at the volcano. Looks like to be an active one too, so let's get out of here. Let's see where we can actually end up. Let's go talk to this guy. Rumors tell of a precious red ore and blue ore. If you mix the two, you can get unbelievably hard ore. But it is a secret. Red and blue ore. Remember that. We're going to be using that later on. Not going to be able to mix them quite yet. Now. Rosa, the pop star, has been seen around here a lot lately. Rosa, eh? Sounds interesting. Rosa's key can open any door, even ones in the temple. Why do I have the feeling that is going to be required? Let's go find this Rosa. You can find star-shaped ore in the sands around here. More things of interest. Star-shaped ore. Let's start digging. Here's some regular ore. Remember, we can actually also use the regular ore to actually buy things in the shop over here. As you can see at the top of our screen, here in Subrosia we don't use rupees as currency. Here we actually need to start digging for ore. And if we're interested in completing the game and also interested in achieving 100%, we need to find plenty of the ore, because there's a lot of things in the shop we need to buy. However, in this area we can also find star-shaped ore. That one is quest related. I think it's going to be random where it's going to be placed. It is one of the 4 screens that actually makes the beach of this area. So this is going to be a lot of trial and error. And sometimes you can actually accidentally talk to people. Pretty much everybody's talking about Rosa here. Oh, here's star-shaped ore. Of course, the moment I'm in the middle of a different story, I find it. But anyway, let's go continue digging some more. I need plenty of this ore chunks after all. And then I can finish my story in the meantime. It is not for nothing that all of these people are actually talking about this Rosa. We actually need to interact with her at some point. This key that the people actually talked about, that actually fits on every single lock, is going to be required in order to continue in Temple of Seasons. But before we are able to actually talk to Rosa, we need to give her something. And that we are indeed able to actually get from the market. I did not talk about this place for nothing. The shop in this area. For some reason all of the items over here are placed upside down, but we are able to recognize what they are. These two being the most important ones, of course. A piece of heart. Upside down, but still. Clearly a piece of heart. But for the main quest, we actually require this ribbon over here. I'll trade for star-shaped ore. How about it? We will not accept normal currency for this star-shaped ore. In order to get a ribbon. For Rosa. Technically, we are also able to buy the piece of heart. However, this rare peach stone does actually cost 20 regular ore chunks and 10 ember seeds. So make sure you have both of them. And therefore this piece of heart is also mine. And I love how even Link holds it upside down. The only upside down piece of heart in Zelda history. And our first row of hearts is filled with the completion of a new heart container. We can actually go back into the market and see the items are actually replaced. Even these ones are not going to be the final ones, but the piece of heart is going to be replaced by a ring. And the main quest item is going to be replaced by a bomb upgrade. However, I doubt I'm going to be able to buy it. 10 bombs and 50 ore chunks. Yeah, that's too steep for me right now. That upgrade we're going to save until later. And just remember, the moment we actually buy the big bomb back here, we are still going to be able to buy another item after that one, so... We still need plenty of ore chunks. Let's make our way towards Rosa and actually give her her ribbon. In the meantime, I'm going to dig every single tile that I'm going to walk over. Hopefully I'm going to reach 50 ore chunks before I'm going back home again. Oh, looks like I am going to be able to. Let's continue some digging. Already saving up for the next item. And make your way towards the east area of the beach. Because this is where Rosa is going to be staring at the sea. Finding her inner Marin, you might say. I always think this is a little throwback to Link's Awakening. How Marin is also at the beach at some point. What a cute ribbon. Is it for me? Yeah, because otherwise you're not going to go with me. Wow, like, thank you. Since you're so nice, I'll go on a date with you. Let's go look in that temple. Even this is a throwback to Link's Awakening. We're going on a date. Just like we were able to actually bring along Marin at some point towards the animal village. The moment we actually required her. Oh, and people still claim this is not a successor to Link's Awakening. It so clearly is. Alright, Rosa, let's go to the temple. You're making it pretty clear that we need to. First, we're going to buy this bomb bag. 10 bombs also required, so make sure your old bomb bag is full. And we explode into a new bomb bag. Give this the ability to carry 30 bombs. Immediately filled up as well. And then a new item is going to appear. Oh, no, not quite. Kasha seed. I was actually expecting something else, but apparently that will appear a bit later. We'll actually check out the market later then. Now we are going to go towards the temple. Oh, unfortunately we're not able to actually go this way. And therefore we're going to make use of Rosa's beautiful key to create this shortcut back towards the area where we were last time. The first time we actually entered Subrosia. Even for that, this skeleton key is actually used. A shortcut from the second area back towards the first area. And we know, from this first area we are able to actually get to the temple. Not able to take that shortcut down there, which we are passing right now. But we are still able to reach the entrance. 3 towers we still need to do. We know one was actually behind a locked door. And that one was over here. The northwestern tower. The game was nice enough to tell us this key even fits on this door over here. Entering the orange tower. We need to lift some rocks by the looks of it. A rock puzzle. A very easy one. Because we are already here. Now this place looks orange, doesn't it? Which spirit can we find here? You have come, adorable hero. I am the spirit of summer. In summer, vines grow tall and creeks dry up. Remember that. Ancient Hyrulean legends say that the hero destined to overthrow evil has a Triforce on his left hand. Perhaps you are this hero. Now, I grant you the power of the spirit of summer. The rod of seasons has been blessed with a summer day. Climb atop a stump to call forth summer. Yeah, this is what I'm doing in my daily life, Rosa. Hope you actually keep note of that. I love how she's actually going along with all of this. And not saying a word. As if she's saying, the previous guy I dated also did stuff like this. Anyway, that is all we can do for now. The accessway towards the Tower of Spring and Autumn are still closed off for us. But with the power of summer, we are going to be able to access Dungeon 3. Summer is the season when vines grow. Also, into the entrance of a dungeon that is elevated a bit. Of course, that is going to be how it works. Now, there's going to be multiple places where we can exit Subrosia again. However, I think the place where we actually entered it this time around is going to be the best one to take, of course. Otherwise, we're going to be very far away from Spool Swamp again. If we return to where we entered, we're going to return to Spool Swamp. So, goodbye for now, Rosa. It was awesome. Most of all, your key was awesome. But we're going to leave you for now. Returning to Holodrum, where I'm actually going to go on a date with my Dodongo. Or, even better, maybe you should actually go on a date with Rosa, Dimitri. Unfortunately, we're not able to bring our animal buddies into Subrosia. We are going to be able to bring our animal buddy towards the dungeon entrance. But these stupid, annoying enemies are still going to be present, even in autumn. Let's go for a swim. Oh, looks like in autumn this heart piece is still not available. In that case, let's forget about what we just saw. We'll actually get that one later. Requires a different season, apparently. For some reason, I actually remembered it requiring autumn, but nope. It apparently does not. Still blocked off. Mmm, yummy Tektites. My favorite snack. Right, we are here. Back to the stump and our inaccessible wall into the poison moth's lair. But now, our Rod of Seasons actually has two symbols. Also the one for summer. That is how we play. Now it is hot and plants will actually grow into their maximum height, including vines. So, dungeon number 3 is accessible. 18 minutes in the video, and therefore we're not going to be able to actually do a whole lot in this place quite yet. But at least, let's enter level 3. And let's go play until we find the dungeon map or something, or the first key. We still got a couple of minutes left. I think it's a bit too early to stop already. Let's see if we can make a small little beginning in this dungeon. Just like any Zelda game, including Oracle of Ages. The further we get, the longer dungeons are going to become. Not going to be able to do them in one episode anymore at some point. Dead end. Just an owl with some advice, but we're not interested in that, of course. Therefore, we're gonna go over here to start. Mini Moldorms also make a return in this game. Not too difficult to take care of them. Let's go lift some of these pots. I need some hearts, actually. Did find one, thank you. Oh, shield. Bloop. Always love these things. Still work the same. Nothing too special about them. Alright, that platform over there we're not able to access quite yet. Requires the ability to jump. And in here... Oh yeah, wall masters. First let's take care of you. Plenty of them in here. Power bracelet. Pretty sure we don't want to actually destroy the pots in this room because... Yeah, remembered correctly. This is a pressure switch. It will only be pressed the moment we actually have something on it. And for that we indeed need these pots. Like this. Classical Zelda puzzle. Here are some mimics. Careful, because they actually mimic your moves, but in mirror. Your mirror mimics, you might say. Be smart how to approach them. Let's ignore the anti-fairy and move on this way. Here we've got another puzzle we're not going to be able to solve quite yet, because if we press the switch, we'll find out the ground will fall in such a way that it pretty much makes it impossible for us to cross this. And that will force us down. And we need to do another roller puzzle, which will end with a chest, which is hopefully going to be a key item, because then I've got a perfect little stopping point. But I don't think so, actually. This is not going to be a key item for the dungeon, this is just going to be a key. But I know the dungeon map is actually really close behind here, so let's also quickly go after that one, and then we can actually call it quits for this dungeon. At least we would have done the beginning already. The staircase we actually skipped earlier, now we are going to take it and actually go north. Spool's voice in this room. Don't have to defeat them actually, but if you want to, remember your sword will actually not hurt them. I will actually choose to ignore them. And let's go beat the mini Moldorms. Which is not going to be easy, because there's 2 of them. Heart, thank you. And there we go. Oh, this is for bombs. Well, this very room is making it pretty clear there is something we can actually blow up in here. Because of the weird tiles over here. And that will actually... Need to remember not to press the A button too early. And that will actually give us the dungeon map. So, we are done with this section of the dungeon. And also with this episode. We can see how the dungeon will actually look. Only the first basement floor actually looks like a moth a little bit. But otherwise, not really. But anyway, we are in Dungeon 3 already. Even did the first part of it. Next time we are perhaps going to be able to finish it. Might be fun to actually try. Make episode 7 the episode where I'm fully going to complete Poison Moth's Lair. See you folks next time. And Treecks out.